Saeju Jeong is the co-founder and CEO of digital health platform Noom, which has become a bona fide household brand. The app has disrupted the weight loss industry with a really unique model. By using artificial intelligence and human coaches, Noom delivers content developed by psychologists and nutritionists that aims to change the eating habits of consumers, many who've been burned by failed diets for the long term. Noom now boasts a reported $3.7 billion evaluation, but Seju will tell you that it's no overnight success. It took 13 years from Noom's initial launch in 2008 and earlier iterations of the app that weren't quite right to land on the right business model in 2017. And that's when Noom really took flight. I am so pleased to welcome Saeju Jeong, who will share how Noom's test, fail, and learn strategy and what he calls an obsessive focus on the customer finally led to Noom's success, a journey that offers really key lessons for all small businesses. Welcome, Saeju.
My honor to be here. Thank you very much, Barbara, for a kind introduction. Great to see
Oh,
you all.
I'm so happy to be here with you. There's so much to talk about. So, you've described Noom
Hmm.
uh, core business as a weight management platform that's on a larger mission to deliver healthcare versus sick care. And with that model, it's really a love letter to your late father. Can you share how the app works, and then that really compelling origin story?
Absolutely, Barbara. So the news story goes back to how I came to United States from South Korea. My father was a renowned doctor, and he was a great hero to me and a great friend. I learned a lot from my father about the life. Unfortunately, although he was a medical doctor and he was a great leader of the community, that he had to pass away because he got a lung cancer that was late stage. And that really changed the way I see my life. And also, I learned a lot from my father. And one of the greatest like the word at the end before he departed it, did mention that although he managed a lot of population health by practicing at his medical the business that as a doctor, that he has done a good job in terms of sick care management, but he wished the healthcare could be preventative approach first. That is real healthcare, not a sick care.
So, Seju, if you can just share exactly how Noom works
Mm-hmm.
and how it works differently and differentiated in the weight management space and in that whole market, and the
Mm-hmm.
aha moment that sort of gave you your the app its own little personality.
Happy to. So, short summary of Noom. We Noom guide our users to master the four pillars of lifestyle: diet, exercise, stress management, and sleep. By changing behavior, we guide our users to master healthy habits. Because of that, they can manage weight for sure. We guide our users to build a greater self confidence. So, in other words, Noom works because we help our users have holistic approach to overall health, mind and body. So, the distinguished value of Noom is we don't approach like conventional weight loss services that just focus on weight. Matter of fact, we guide our users to learn about why, and we provide how. And to get there, we provide psychology, behavior change approach, and also obviously a lot of technology, but importantly also passionate, empathetic human coach right there to guide our end users.
And that was the really interesting aha moment.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you have human coaches who are literally there working with uh, users on the
Correct.
app.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's your sweet spot.
Absolutely. Only took 8 years to figure that out, and we are now scaling up as we have managed millions of lives get healthy, and we are very thankful.
And it's interesting because your core business is the weight management platform, and now you're expanding. We'll get to that, but it seems like the brand just sort of took off, but contrary to what some might think, it was not an overnight success, as we said earlier. You launched in 2008, but three earlier versions of the app fell
Correct.
short of your vision for the business, the health vision. I'd love for you to talk about, your test before build strategy and how that was critical to the launch, and the aha moment that really created the core business that it is today.
It's a great question. The reason is we learned in a very painful way in the beginning as a startup. We actually literally we were poor, and we it took like more than 4 years to raise a first angel investment. 4 years. So every dollar matters still today, but by the time, absolutely. And we had a lot of good ideas, but and we built the product because we are software driven engineers and product people. So we wanted to build a product first, and we built a product that we thought it would work well, but the product was good, but the market response was not great as much as we wished, and also it did not deliver the sustainable business. So
Let me just, I'm sorry to interrupt you. This is perfect 'cause I'd love to show the progress. What was the first product that you're talking about?
sure, Barbara. So first product we adopted hardware sensors and the software technology that we made actually like interactive stationary bike. We converted the conventional stationary bike at the gym to make it more smarter bike. You can guess there's some company like Peloton, and they do well. And we actually that was our first prototype, the concept, but we could not figure the scalable business model. But we spent all our dollars and our time, and most importantly, when it not deliver where we wish to be, that it actually really hurt our motivation to engage, continue to develop. I think that's very important. And then we learned we should have test the concept before we build. That's what we learned.
Exactly. So then, and then I know you said you could really was a really valuable lesson because you could burn out your staff, burn cash.
Cash.
Not you're not the energy, sapping the energy. So, and then
Mm.
the aha moment that led to what Noom is today was what?
Exactly, Barbara. The reason is not only just business model, but it actually we were able to iterate and pivot our product focus from fitness to calorie counting product to now holistic approach, which is mind and body coverage service Noom. And that discovery took only 8 years. 8 years. It took many years to figure where we were. And I swear to God, when we found the company, in early days of the company, we never thought about we'll develop a weight loss service. And then the way we actually discover weight loss condition, and then the way we tackle the weight loss is not a conventional way. We figured by changing behavior, using psychology, and using technology, AI, and invite a passionate, empathetic coach, human coach. All that was the result of evolution, as we always test and we invite the right, best way we can guide our users. And that is why I made a little joke that it took only 8 years to figure. And after that, we constantly improve our product. And there's a ton of product ideas, but we always know our new ideas might not work. So we became humble. But we test, and when it goes well, then we build, and then we launch the service to entire the user base.
And that's when just the whole idea of you know the, we hear businesses all the time, whether they're startups or big legacy brands, talking about customer. We're focused on the customer, but a lot of it is lip service. And I thought that was really interesting because you have, like you talk about humility, how you have put customer obsession, that notion, right, and that philosophy into practice to specifically, if you could speak to how that specifically you did that to serve to break into this huge weight loss market and establish big industry and to with your by serving an unmet need so that all startups can learn from. So how did you do that? What is it about your model, the application of customer obsession in practice that helped
Correct.
you really break into this market?
For our case, the customer obsession started with like general the sense and the norm that of course we care about customer satisfaction for sure. And we noticed that we can respond to what they want to. But it's very transactional, right? If the customer contact us for either, mostly if they contact us, that's because they are angry at us and we want to solve the problem. I think that is a base like one-on-one customer support. But we also learn they are so charged with emotion, either they're happy or unhappy, and they have a lot to say about our product experience. And we learned that we shall use that opportunity to ask because first of all, we care about our users. Second, they have a lot of opinion about a product, that, again, whether good or bad. And it's excellent opportunity we can learn from our user. And there is a great insight that our product managers and our company can learn. And that is the way we learn and also again test the new ideas that how we can do better. And then we saw the improvement. It just takes a time, but I want to make sure that there's a one more like on the layer, two, three layers. There's a great insight. If the company asks to users whether they are happy or unhappy, there's a great insight for sure, and that is the way we apply the customer obsession.
And so, in terms of scaling, you and I have talked about how, and what I love about talking about you is that you unpack it, right? Let's pull the curtain back, right? And how startups scale a business is often such a mystery. So, you have an interesting, pretty straightforward take on scaling, and which is that it might sound counterintuitive, but you've scaled by focusing. So can you tell us how you scale the business and what's important to say about that, strategy for other businesses?
I would say focus is a beauty. It's also again it's quite common like the wisdom we often hear as among entrepreneurs business owners, but in practice what that means that the business owners and also the leaders need to really think twice, third time to think what priority we may drop. You can say no because it's very hard to say no. It's very hard to also like set the second priority become really second priority, not just like do it at like as a side project. It's very difficult. The reason I'm saying it that we internally call that we boil the ocean because we want to deliver great healthy outcome to our end users and there are many ways we can make an impact positively, but the reason why we focus on the weight loss condition as a first our foundational business is because we need to do something, we need to deliver great outcomes that our users can actually measure and be happy, and that focus deliver far better engaged experience and also greater outcome. And also because of that focus our product people were able to develop the product features that can respond much better and also intuitively easy to understand and engage the service with our platform by users. So that is the way I see it. And also business model as well. If the business offer many ideas and optionalities that users get confused, that means the internal team get confused neither as well. So I often ask myself and our team that are we being focused and being aligned? And that only comes with the great, like the disciplined manner to approach to make the difficult choice, but be focused.
So focus, and then that's how you really carved a niche in this space, right?
Hmm.
In the weight loss management space. So in terms of, you're expanding now. New Mood launched a year ago to help consumers deal with stress and anxiety, and I'm curious about how it differentiates from other digital therapy apps in this post-pandemic landscape and how it's growing.
Yeah, we believe that we discover from by actually customer obsession, right? We paid attention how our users receive the benefit and what they need. And we learned in 2019, majority of our Noom users, we call them Noomer told us that they really receive the benefit of by learning about anxiety and stress management as that is a key bottleneck to learn and build a healthy habit. It was a great happy aha moment. Since then, we developed a product which is for new mood, is for anxiety and stress management product. It is a little different product than just meditation applications. It is a product that we empower our end user to learn how to cope and manage the stress anxiety management, but we also pay attention why that happens to our end users. It's exactly the same method how we do for our numerous for weight management, but that's how we do. Going forward, because we deliver great outcome with a new mood, 79% of new mood users receive a great benefit of using new mood to manage their stress anxiety. So we are going to embrace that great advanced features as one product that Noom is going to take care of the mind and body for our going forward Noomers.
So a holistic strategy. What do you wish that you knew 10 years ago that you would tell your 10 year ago self, that became critical to your success that you'd love to share with other businesses and entrepreneurs?
I would like if I can have time machine, I will go back and I will tell my to myself and our team that a lot of good ideas that I think right now might not work well, and it is okay as long as the team and myself are following the company vision and mission. And that means, in vice versa, that a lot of ideas will not work as planned. So, based on that, be mindful that it will take some time. So, be patient, but do not lose the belief and the faith on the company mission and also vision, because that is the only way that me, myself, and also our team can be grounded and will be centered.
Focus, and not just passion, but focus. And lastly, and thank you so much because we can go on. What is your best piece of advice for an entrepreneur, a small business, a startup?
I would like to share from my own experience day to day, literally day to day. A lot of people come to me and my friends, my family, and like you, Barbara, even I'm surprised when I met you first that I've been doing this for now 15, this is 16th year of Noom. A
Yeah.
lot of people, oh, thank you very much. But I honestly, that feels like we are in a very early chapter of the business and also opportunity because our mission is noble and that we have a very clear vision how to get there. The thing is though, I'll be very frank, Barbara. There's a lot up and down. And I'm very certain, business owners, I am very certain. And if you are preparing for new business, I'm sorry, my fellow entrepreneur, I will tell you, I guarantee you that you will face quite difficult time, whether you think you're ready right now, but it's bigger than you think, it's heavier than you prepared. But that's normal. But the thing is, I just want to kind of remind you that think about why you found the company and why you want to found the company. The mission and the vision always will shine on you and will help you to again put you in the center and you can overcome difficult time because difficult time is guaranteed. But at the end of the day, if you put your effort to deliver your mission, which is your promise to users and your stakeholders, your family members and employee, that will help you to get out from the difficult time and you will be fine.
That's excellent. That's a wonderful advice. You're going to be prepared for hard times, but know that that's normal. I think that that's really important to hear. I
Absolutely.
can't thank you enough. I'm so happy that you shared all this wisdom and your experience and your new story and new books coming out now, and it's a very exciting time for you. So thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. It's my honor to be here.
Same here. Thanks, Suju.
Hmm.